It is not failure that is destroying your life. It is your mind that does it every single day. You may still go to work, still smile and talk, but inside you are exhausted by endless thinking. And this is what's truly frightening. You don't even realize you are slowly fading away in silence until one day, everything collapses at once. There was a man who hit rock bottom in exactly that way. And what he discovered in the end made many people wish they had known it sooner. Stay until the end. You will understand why. Welcome to Share Life, a place where simple stories carry deep lessons, helping us slow down a little, understand ourselves more clearly, and gradually make life better each day. Like the man and the broken watch. Have you ever felt like your life is always rushing, as if you're running, but you don't know where you're headed? It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're incapable. It's because your mind never truly stops. This story is about a man who learned how to slow down, not by giving up, but by understanding time correctly. Once, in a small city, there lived a watch repairman named Daniel. His shop was narrow, tucked away on a quiet street corner. Every day, Daniel worked non-stop, repairing watches, recording orders, worrying about rent, worrying about the future. The strange thing was, even though he worked with time all day long, Daniel always felt like he never had enough of it. At night, after the shop closed, he lay staring at the ceiling, his mind racing back to the past. Mistakes he had made, then rushing forward into the future. Things that hadn't even happened yet. He often thought to himself, if I were just a little faster, a little better, maybe my life would be different. One morning, an elderly woman brought him a very old watch. It no longer worked, she said. This watch has been with me for over 40 years. It doesn't need to run fast. I just want it to run right. Daniel forced a smile. He accepted the job, but all day long he couldn't get the watch to work. Frustration built up. His hands trembled. His mind tightened. Finally, he set the watch down and sighed. Just then, his former shop owner, the man who had taught him the trade years ago, walked in. The old man looked at Daniel for a moment and asked, "Do you hear anything?" Daniel shook his head. The old man said, "It's because there's too much noise inside you that you can't hear what truly matters." He picked up the watch, didn't rush to fix it, just held it close to his ear and closed his eyes. "The watch isn't broken because of time," he said. "It's broken because the one repairing it is in too much of a hurry." Daniel fell silent. The old man continued, "You're trying to force everything to move at your pace, when what you really need is to listen to your own rhythm." That day, Daniel didn't repair another watch. He simply sat still, for the first time in many years. The next day, he began to change the way he worked. Each time he repaired a watch, he focused on only one thing. He didn't think about the next order. He didn't think about money. He just listened to each tiny movement. Gradually, something strange happened. He wasn't working faster. He was working better. A few weeks later, the old woman's watch began to run again. Not fast, not slow, just steady and precise. At the same time, Daniel's life began to change. He still worked hard, but his mind was no longer in panic. Even when business was slow, he no longer blamed himself or lived in fear. A year later, the city fell into crisis. Many shops closed. Daniel lost nearly half of his customers. People thought he would collapse. but he simply wiped down the counter, watching the clocks on the wall tick steadily. He said to a friend, "I can't control the times we live in, but I can keep my mind moving at the right pace." In the end, his shop didn't just survive. It became a place people visited not only to fix watches, but to rediscover calm. And if you're listening to this story now, remember this: life doesn't require you to run faster. It asks that you don't let your mind lose its rhythm. When you are calm enough, you will know when to move forward, when to pause, and when all you need to do is breathe. Peace doesn't come from having more time. It comes from no longer letting time drag you away.